What is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel. On point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again, guys. It is great to see you guys yet again. If you are one of my old subscribers, welcome back. Check this hair out. Finally, after what, almost a year of not cutting my hair, I mean, right on time, they lifted the restrictions, and I also passed my RN. Thank you to everybody that congratulated me. I think this hair is perfect for all those interviews, all the job interviews after I just got my license. And just a real quick note, if you followed me or you subscribed to this channel because of my RN journey, I mean, I'll definitely do a lot more of those videos soon. I'll put it in a special RN, playlist or something, okay? Today, we're gonna go back to fragrances though. We're going to talk about a fragrance that to me is highly underrated, okay? In this house that has, in my opinion, a lot of bangers. And that's called Arabian Oud, okay? Arabian Oud just has a ton of bangers. I mean, I helped popularize that brand too, especially in the Western world right there. Arabian Oud, I mean, when you think about it, you think about Asil, Kalamat, Risala, all those big bangers, right? But this one right here, in my opinion, is definitely not so talked about. And I know exactly why, because I went through the process myself. This fragrance right here is called Arabian Oud's Majestic Woody Intense. And this one right here is care of my friend JC, who is a big fan of Arabian Oud. So thank you so much, JC. Thank you for Risala as well. I will be reviewing that very, very soon. Now, Majestic Woody Intense right here, first thing you're gonna notice is the bottle, okay? This one right here looks exactly the same. I mean, it's just a green version of the Majestic Special Oud bottle, okay? Lovely, beautiful flacon bottle. It looks like a genie's gonna pop out of it, right? It's just green, okay? So Majestic Woody Intense, to me, this one here, just to start it off, I think this is a grabber. I think that this is great for the workplace. So we will be talking about that today. What is this scent like? How does this progress, and how does this compare? I'm going to backtrack as well, because I will be comparing this to one of those other Arabian Oud fragrances that I said were great for work as well. I will be comparing them, okay? So let's talk about that today. Majestic Woody Intense by Arabian Oud. Hang on tight, guys. Let's hit the music. Okay, we're back, guys. Welcome back. We've got Majestic Woody Intense right here. Let's go spray this right now. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the notes right here. Top notes, you got Bergamot right here. And Bergamot, as I've said for the millionth time, Bergamot for me is more on the classy, elegant side. I think it's a controlled type of lemon. Actually, what you will get with Majestic Woody Intense is that there is an immediate curve thanks to the bergamot, okay? So for me, again, it's more elegant, it's more classy, it's more controlled. It's not a super uplifting type of lemon fragrance with the bergamot, okay? So after that, you are going to get this lovely lemongrass, okay? It's lemongrass as a second top note right here. And to me, again, it just reaffirms the gentlemanly nature of this fragrance, because you are going to get the uncut grass, green smell almost immediately after. But because it is lemongrass, there is a lemon citrus aspect to it, guys, okay? And I would say the lemongrass is like really one of the few like fresh parts of Majestic Woody Intense, because this fragrance right here is like an immediate curve, okay? And you guys already know that through the bergamot, starts curving through that bergamot, and then you've got the grassy, the grassy green uncut grass from lemongrass, but with just a little bit of lemon to tilt it back a little bit, not go on a full curve right there, because you guys know just by the name, this one is headed to woody territory. Now, the moment I said grass, I'm sure some of y'all thought about vetiver, okay? There's no vetiver in this fragrance, but I reckon that the lemongrass was used here as an option to change up from vetiver, but then the lemon definitely has continuity from the Bergamot. Okay, so I would say that if you like vetiver in gentlemanly fragrances with a twist of lemon right there, definitely you're gonna like the intro here of Majestic Woody Intense. And the next major note that comes in is Davana Wood. Okay, now Davana does have some green, herbaceous, and woody facets. So it does get woody the moment the Davana kicks in. Okay, so that's the first real woody note that you will come across after you get the lemongrass intro of Majestic Woody Intense. So this Davana right here is a dominant note, and it goes full curve from here, guys. Okay, from the bergamot, and then a little bit of uplifting from the lemongrass. Then it starts going like grassy, woody, possibly even darker, more serious, thanks to the Davana. Now, the interesting thing here, guys, is that from here, Arabian Oud, basically, they balanced it back, okay? With a dominant woody note, they did include the note of lavender as secondary to that woody dominant note. So again, this is where they balance it out, or they try to balance it out by adding some lavender. Usually, lavender is a primary note, like it stands out first, and then you have other green notes accompany it. But in this case, guys, the lavender in Majestic Woody Intense is a secondary note to the woody notes, to the Davana. Okay, this lavender just adds that lavender whiff worthiness, that when you smell it, there's that slight uplifting on every whiff. Despite being a curved, like really woody fragrance, you're gonna get some lavender here. And there's also rosemary to add to that aromatic touch of the mid part of Majestic Woody Intense. So with this right here, you do get a balance of whiff worthiness, some mainstream whiff worthy appeal, but I think that because of the curve and the dominant woody notes, I think that this fragrance right here is down for business. It's down for business, semi-serious to serious, and I think that it is definitely culture appropriate for the Middle East. I've heard that there are guys that wear this to the embassy in Saudi Arabia, okay, because it does have that real manly, serious, dominant, you know, no playing games type of vibe, but it does open like a little bit of that, a little small window for the lavender to come in and for you to enjoy something that is also appealing, okay? But I would say this one here is down for business, manly, serious. This fragrance to me is 100% a gent scent because it's got lavender, woodiness, herbaceous, aromatic notes. They're all in here, guys. But of course, guys, this is Arabian Oud. So this will always have that Arabian stamp, you know, that Middle Eastern touch. It's right here in this fragrance. Now, the mid to dry down, guys, this is where the Arabian Oud stamp is. That's where it's at. Okay, so from here, mid to dry down, you're going to get sandalwood. Of course, it gets real woody, and then it gets progressively darker with some oud and incense. Okay, so oud, incense, I mean, that's it. It starts getting real dark and woody. Now, I will say this, the oud here, guys, is, in my opinion, dark woody, has some resemblance to Bakur chips, actually. And there is some minor smoke here from the incense, but definitely, I mean, the oud, incense, and sandalwood, they're just basically a byproduct of this curve, like I said. Remember when I said that this would get pretty serious, you know, down for business? Well, that's basically what happens here with these notes. You know, you've got oud, incense, and sandalwood straight up doing that on the mid to dry down. I think this could be the oud wood of the Middle East, to be honest. Okay, because I keep thinking about like 9 to 5, you know, like that kind of like situation when I think about this. And it does have a classy component, guys. And also there is a sweetening component on the dry down. There's some vanilla in here, but I mean, I wouldn't count it as much as how, you know, some vanilla is used in other fragrances on the dry down where it's really prominent. I wouldn't say that. I think it's just a mild sweetener, but at the end of the day, you are going to get, you know, oud, incense, sandalwood, dark, masculine, macho, headed to the dry down. I wouldn't be surprised if this was famous in, you know, the retail side, you know, where people would go to the Arabian Oud boutiques and try this and buy this. I wouldn't be surprised, because this is a top seller for me just on usability alone, okay? Definitely this one is a work scent that doubles up as a grabber, a man grabber, a gentleman scent grabber. So it doubles up. And so I think on usability alone, I mean, this isn't as crazy as, you know, its brother, Majestic Special Oud. But then again, I feel like Majestic Special Oud is on a different category. When we talk about usability, when we talk about work or casual times to wear this, guys, I mean, this one will definitely outbeat Majestic Special Oud when it comes to that. This one is clean, reserved, controlled, with some whiff-worthy, appealing parts, okay? So that's why I like it. I think that if I did work at an office, you know, like a 9 to 5 or more, I think that this would be one of my regular rotation fragrances. Here's a big question, guys. Is this wearable in the Western countries, or is this wearable in places where, you know, maybe the culture of smelling Middle Eastern Arabic perfumes isn't a thing, okay? In my opinion, yes, okay, guys, because a lot of the notes here in Majestic Woody Intense, they're basically like notes that are already famous in the Western world. You know, you've got your bergamot, you've got your woody notes, you've got lavender. It's just the way that it's composed, you know, it's just the way that it's done, where it goes into something more semi-serious, something more macho, something more manly in its appeal, guys. And so that's, I think it's pretty wearable for Western countries, in my opinion, okay? And I think that it will give you a little bit of that Middle Eastern touch. Okay, I would say that there's a compromise, in my opinion. Like, you can actually still enjoy like how it's appealing in a Western way or in a work-wise manner, but at the same time, it does have that Middle Eastern touch because of the oud and incense eventually headed to the dry down, guys. Okay, so if you're looking for that, great. If you are in the Middle East and this is an accepted thing, like, this would be a grabber, like, automatically. Now, I will backtrack for a second right here, and this is something that I thought about. I was like, well, last time I talked about a fragrance by Arabian Oud, and I said that it would be great for work, and that's Amiri, okay? Amiri, and you've got Majestic Woody Intense right here. I just compared them, like, briefly, okay? I will say this, for those that are wondering, like, you know, should I own this or both? In my opinion, own both, okay? If you regularly work 9 to 5 and you're, you know, quite used to wearing Middle Eastern gent scent perfumes, guys, definitely both, okay? Because Amiri here, this one is more uplifting, obviously, with your pink pepper, your tangerine. This is an uplifting one. This one here, semi-serious to serious. So I guess it depends on whatever mood you're in, right? If you want to do uplifting, get Amiri, wear this. If you are, you know, doing a board meeting and you want to scare the crap out of your board members, definitely wear something like this, Majestic Woody Intense, because this is pretty macho, pretty serious. I'm down for business. So I would say own both. And they both also double up as great casual perfumes as well. Now, performance, of course, is going to be amazing with Arabian Oud, but I will say this. This fragrance right here, Majestic Woody Intense, focuses more on longevity, and it's more of a draw-in type scent, okay? It lasts really, really long. You can really smell it around you, but it is not a blaster. And that makes sense, okay? Because this one right here, like I said, this is a serious scent. Why would you impose that on other people? It would be like just right here, but it lasts very, very long. So I would say, compared to Majestic Woody Intense's other Arabian Oud fragrances, I think that the other ones are blasters. They hit people. This one right here, like I said, reserved, perfect for work, but long, 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 long lasting. When you see the bottle, you're probably thinking it's some exotic, crazy oud fragrance. I know some of my friends here in the US, once they hear oud, they get scared of oud, you know? They're like, oh, no, no, no. And I'm sure the bottle will probably scare them even more, okay? But I'm telling you guys, forget the bottle. This one should have been in a nice, you know, Tom Ford-ish like bottle, you know. I mean, I know Tom Ford has a fragrance called Arabian Wood, I guess. It should be in something like that. And I think this would sell more if they did something like that, because this one is very safe. It's very like good for the mainstream with a little bit of that Middle Eastern touch, like I said. But again, it's a really, really good casual and work scent that I think you guys should try, okay? Especially if you're into Arabian Oud and you're looking for a grabber, not a special occasions perfume. Definitely try Majestic Woody Intense. Okay, so that's it. That is my review on Majestic Woody Intense by Arabian Oud. Have you guys tried this fragrance? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I would love to know. I'm sure a lot of you have, but there's just not a lot of talk about this. Let me know if this fragrance is underrated to you guys, okay? And if you are down with Arabian Oud, make sure to check out my other videos at the end. I will link them all right there, okay? I did a Miri, I did Madawi, I did a Seal. We are going to do Risala very, very soon. Again, thank you, JC, for sending this over, Majestic Woody Intense. So make sure to check out those videos. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. Man, we are growing, thanks to you guys, okay? Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, watching the ads. I mean, it's really helpful for the channel. So I will see you guys soon on the next video. This is Troy D. It's good to be back with this haircut. See you guys soon. Take care. God bless.